Hi everyone, I'm Tanaaz from foreverconscious.com and this is your weekly energy forecast for the week of December 24th. This is the last cosmic forecast of the year. I will be taking a break next week, but I will be back January 7th. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what's happening over the next 2 weeks and how that is relevant for 2024. So I'll go into a little bit about the 2024 energies as well. Let's start with the Cancer full moon. This is happening on December 26th. I love this full moon. I think it's a wonderful way to wrap up the energies of the year. It's a Cancer full moon. So whenever we have the moon in Cancer, we're always getting this beautiful, harmonious energy. We're more in touch with our emotions. We're more connected to maybe the ebb and flow of our emotions and the emotions of the world around us and the people around us. So it can make us more compassionate, more sensitive, more intuitive, more open. It can also lead us to feel a little bit overwhelmed or extra sensitive or just a little bit more heightened because we're so aware of everyone around us. So just something to keep in mind, trying to keep that in balance. We think of the Cancer full moon as this soft, sensitive, loving, nurturing time, which it is. It's a wonderful time to reflect and to reconsider your environment, your surroundings, who you're surrounding yourself with, your home environment, how you want to make that a more of a reflection of who you are and where you want to be. It's a wonderful time for all of that. It's a great time for spending with family and friends and our loved ones. However, I don't want you to also discount the incredible power that comes from Cancerian energy. Yes, it's a soft, sensitive, emotional sign, but it's also incredibly powerful and strong, and it sources its strength from the heart. And we all know how powerful love is. So if you want to connect with some of the power and strength that comes under the Cancer full moon, connect with the heart chakra, work with your heart chakra, open your heart chakra, and work from this place because that is where your power is going to come. And very often, when we're working with our heart chakra, we move out of judgment, we move out of blame and shame, and we move into this beautiful place of understanding, compassion, non-judgment, forgiveness, and it just helps us to find our power, to move through those difficult times, to deal with other people and hold space for other people, and to hold space for ourselves in a better way. So if you need a little bit of that strength, connect with the heart, connect with that heart chakra. That is going to be your power under this energy. And if you would like some further guidance on working with the cosmic energies of this beautiful full moon, I have a ritual for you as always. I'll drop a link in the description box below, but you can also find it at foreverconscious.com. It will just help you to work with the energies of the Cancer full moon. We'll also do some releasing in that ritual as well. Being the last full moon of the year, it's a wonderful time to release and let go of all the stuff you no longer wish to carry. 2023, it's over, it's done. Let that go. Cleanse that away, purge yourself, and be ready to start afresh in the new year. I hope as we reach this point in the year, you're able to kind of look back and reflect and be proud of where you are today and to take those bits of shame, blame, the mistakes, whatever perceived shortcomings you may have about how the year went, using this full moon to really cleanse and let them go and to find that forgiveness for yourself, for others, and to start afresh. And this full moon really is supporting us so much in that journey. Jupiter is also very active under this full moon. And Jupiter is the planet of expansion. It's the planet of abundance. And so we're really getting that beautiful support. Jupiter helps us to look at the silver linings. So when you're reflecting back on your year, try to look at it from a lens of gratitude. How can you feel grateful for where you are, for where you've come? And what would you like to expand in the new year? Jupiter will be helping us with that. Jupiter also stations, so it's active under that December 26th full moon, but it also stations direct. It's actually retrograde right now, and it stations direct on December 30th. So again, we're going to get a big strong wave of that Jupiter energy. So Jupiter really helps us to tap into abundance, to focus on gratitude, to see the silver linings, and to expand all that is that we desire. So focus on what you wish to expand, because Jupiter will be helping you with that, especially as we get closer to the end of the week as Jupiter stations direct on the 30th. We also have on December 26th, under this full moon, Chiron stationing direct as well. Chiron is known as the wounded healer. So we get this beautiful dose of healing energy, and then that Jupiter energy expanding, right? So expanding of that healing energy. So really lovely energies as we wrap up the week. They're very nourishing, they're very nurturing. Use them as you see fit. I will say the one thing that we do need to keep mindful of when Jupiter energy is strong, and it's very, very strong this last week of the year, is overindulging, overdoing things, being overspending, that sort of over doing things in excess, doing things, in abundance, but maybe to our detriment. That's the one thing to kind of be careful of or mindful of when Jupiter energy is strong. So try to stay in balance, especially with the holiday season. Just be mindful of overspending, overindulging, overdoing things, taking on too much. All of that can sometimes be a trend when we have Jupiter energy strong. And there is a reason that I also point out Chiron and Jupiter, because they are going to be key players for us in 2024. Before I talk about how they're going to be key players, I want to just run into that first week of January. On January 1st, Mercury will station direct. So there's still a little bit of a shadow phase after Mercury stations direct, but we should start to see all of those Mercury retrograde themes, like fogginess, a little bit of indecision, maybe things mismatching, miscommunications, all of that will start to ease up after the 1st. So we'll have Mercury out of retrograde. It's also worthwhile mentioning that by the time we reach the end of January, we will have 0 major planets in retrograde. So a lot of forward moving momentum. This is a trend that we saw in 2023 as well. We kind of get these, few months where we have 0 major planets in retrograde, and then we kind of hit retrograde city with a lot of retrogrades kind of happening back to back. But we have this beautiful clear window in the first part of the month, and in the first part of the year, I should say, and when we don't have a lot of planets in retrograde, we get a lot of nice forward momentum. Things flow. We can move forward with greater ease. So going back to Chiron, I mentioned Chiron is now stationing direct, and as it moves direct, it is going to inch closer towards the North Node. The North Node represents where we're heading as a collective consciousness. It's where our focus needs to be as a collective. It is sort of where our consciousness is moving to. And that lesson is triggered under every eclipse. And so whenever we have an eclipse, the North Node is currently in Aries. So whenever we have an eclipse happening in Aries or Libra, because it's an axis, we get the triggering of that lesson. Well, this year in 2024, Chiron will conjunct the North Node. They'll come together. And so we get this incredible boost of healing energy into our collective consciousness. This could really manifest as a deep healing for the planet. We could see an end to a lot of the humanitarian crises happening around the world. We could just feel a need, and there could be a strong push for deep healing, for people to be free of living in terror and war-torn countries and famine and poverty and all of those things. I really hope, that is the manifestation that we see under this incredible healing energy. So that is something to look forward to in the new year. And we're going to start feeling that now as Chiron is stationing direct, because it's getting closer and closer towards that North Node. The other point that I will mention, with Jupiter stationing direct on the 30th, it is now also going to start inching closer and closer towards Uranus. Both Jupiter and Uranus are in Taurus, and they are going to come together in alignment in early 2024. This is arguably one of the biggest cosmic events of the year, the meeting of Jupiter and Uranus in the sign of Taurus. And that, again, is something that we're starting to feel now with Jupiter moving direct, because as it moves direct on December 30th, it starts getting closer and closer and closer to Uranus, and they will come together in April. So we get this wonderful, that energy, Jupiter and Uranus, is triggering the financial markets, technology. We could see a blending of the two, finance and technology. It's also a very abundant energy that helps us to connect with greater freedom, greater innovation, getting off the tried and true path and doing something outside the box. It kind of paves the way for us to be more aligned with our true, authentic selves. So both of those energies, very, very subtle, but we're starting to feel the build of them now. So if you want to learn more about what's ahead for 2024, your forecast is up now. You can check it out at foreverconscious.com. I'll drop a link in the description box below. Otherwise, I will see you all in the new year. I'll be back January 7th. Just a reminder, your moon calendars are still available. As we get into January, they will be discounted. So if budget was an issue, keep an eye on them, because they will be discounted as we get into January. I still have a few left, so they're probably not going to sell out anytime soon, but they'll be discounted for you in the month of January. All right, I hope you found that helpful. You all have a wonderful, safe, happy holiday season and end of 2023, and I will see you all in the new year. It's going to be a great new year. I hope you're all looking forward to it. I hope you're all excited about the beautiful potential that it holds for you. I'm Tanaaz from foreverconscious.com. Thank you all so, so very much. I appreciate your support every week. I'll see you next time.